This is it. The putt to win the tournament. If you sink it, the championship is yours. But on your backswing, your hat falls over your eyes. Is this how you're running your business? Poor visibility because you're still relying on spreadsheets and outdated finance software? To see the full picture, you need to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system to power your growth. With visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, budget, and more, NetSuite is everything you need to grow, all in one place. With NetSuite, you can automate your processes and close your books in no time while staying well ahead of your competition. 93% of surveyed businesses increased their visibility and control after upgrading to NetSuite. Over 27,000 businesses already use NetSuite. And right now, through the end of the year, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind financing program to those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/C-Suite. Head to netsuite.com/C-Suite for special end-of-year financing on the #1 financial system for growing businesses. netsuite.com/C-Suite.
This podcast is part of the C-Suite Radio Network, turning the volume up on business.
In 2019, I was issued a challenge. My good friend challenged me to start a podcast. I didn't want to do a podcast. It was the farthest from my imagination. I was working on my second book, but that challenge ended up changing everything. Starting the Keep Leading podcast launched something that I never imagined. I never imagined a podcast becoming so enjoyable, introducing me to some of the best thinkers in the world, giving me a chance to enter the cars, the workouts, the living rooms of people around the world in 80 different countries. Emails I receive, text messages, WhatsApp messages, and so much more. They're always so heartwarming. I am so grateful for everyone who has supported the Keep Leading podcast. I'm grateful especially to Marilla DeCivita and her team over at Grand Heron International. That I've had several amazing sponsors, but Grand Heron International and their president has been with me from the beginning and throughout. Grateful to have had American Express and so many others, but really grateful to Marilla and Grand Heron International. Jeffrey Hazlett and the C-Suite Network and C-Suite Radio and the amazing team there. They have been tremendous supporters and have been behind me. Thank you, Jeffrey Hazlett. Thank you to all those who I collaborated with and brainstormed about what would be the right step for what to do with the podcast. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and made what I thought was the right formula. I made this show because I believe in leadership. And now I'm going to wind it down, ladies and gentlemen. My life has changed a lot since the show began, but now I am going to go in a different direction. So I'm going to press pause on the Keep Leading podcast. I'm now going to pause my independent consulting practice, and instead, I'm going to join a global leadership development firm. And this global leadership development firm is called Linkage. Linkage Incorporated. So follow me over at linkageinc.com. There, I am helping to change the face of leadership. That's their tagline. So I'll still keep leading as I change the face of leadership with Linkage. Follow my work there. And thank you all. And remember, no matter what you're doing, always keep leading.
Thank you for listening to your host, Eddie Turner, on the Keep Leading podcast. Please remember to subscribe to the Keep Leading podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen. For more information about Eddie Turner's work, please visit eddieturnerllc.com.
Thank you for listening to C-Suite Radio, turning the volume up on business. This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.